Hey everybody, Chef Britt here with atbbq.com, and today we are going to be making barbecue shrimp salad. We're in the midst of summer right now, and produce is readily available, super fresh, so we're going to just combine a bunch of great vegetables together, and we're going to get some great sweet and spicy honey barbecue flavors going with some grilled corn and some grilled shrimp. We're gonna do it all on the Kamado Joe Classic II today. So let's go ahead and get that fired up. So we got a little leftover charcoal from our last cook. Just kind of even it out. Get a couple of our Kamado Joe lighter cubes, fire starters in there. Get them lit. So while that fire's up, we'll go ahead and open all of the vents all the way open to keep the airflow going and get that nice and hot. In the meantime, let's get all of our shrimp and corn prepped for the grill. First things first, I've got a pound of shrimp here that I've already gone and peeled. It's already been deveined. And I've left the tails on because I like the look and I like the extra flavor that it adds. But I'm going to be using the Firewire double prong skewers today to make them easy to handle on the grill. So we're going to just load these up before we season them. Now, if for whatever reason you don't have these double prong skewers, they are available on our website, but you can also use 2 wooden skewers. The double prong is great because it prevents everything from sort of spinning around on one skewer, so this will make it easier to get that even cooking. Let's go ahead and put a couple more on this one. So today we're going to be using Our Butts Are Smokin' honey chipotle barbecue rub. Now you can use kind of any sweet, spicy barbecue rub that you prefer. This is just what I'm using today. I'm going to be using some extra virgin olive oil to use as a binder for my rub to adhere to for both the corn and the shrimp if your shrimp is a little dry. If your shrimp is pretty wet, then you may not necessarily need to use the olive oil. All right, so we're gonna just get a nice, good coating on every side of this. You can go as heavy or as light as you like. What we do wanna do is kind of give it some time to adhere to the corn, to the shrimp. So we'll give it probably about 10, 15 minutes. The coals are pretty much almost there as far as how hot they are. So that'll be the perfect amount of time for this rub to really adhere and sort of hydrate. So outside of the shrimp and the corn, we've got all of our other vegetables that are going to make up this salad. Now the base of the salad is going to be made up with iceberg lettuce. We've also got some avocado, some lime juice, red onion, radishes, some basil for some nice herbaceousness, and some cherry tomatoes, which it's tomato season, guys, so it doesn't really get any better than that. So for the iceberg lettuce, what I like to do just to start is to get it cut in half with the core at the bottom and just go through and sort of chiffonade. Just do this fine shredded slice, keeping in mind the core at the bottom, but it's pretty much all going to be edible. And it's amazing how one head will just turn into so much lettuce. So this is going to be enough for 4 people probably. Now you can accomplish this salad with a different kind of lettuce if you like romaine. Maybe you want to do arugula. This salad really can lend itself in a few different directions. Okay, next up we're gonna do some red onion, and we'll just get that a nice sort of medium dice. And really kind of go larger, smaller if you prefer. I'm actually gonna put this back onto the tray. Now I'm gonna show you guys a cool trick that I've learned along the way for slicing lots of cherry tomatoes all at once. So we're gonna fill up the bottom of this plate. Notice it's got a nice little lip for them to all sit there. And I've got another plate to hold it secure. Now you can accomplish this with a chef's knife, but I actually just kind of prefer to do it with a serrated knife. So I'm just gonna hold it in place, center my knife, and saw, saw, saw. Look at that. And in one fell swoop, whoop. Pretty cool trick. That's probably more than enough tomatoes for what we need. And then I've got some nice radishes that I'm just going to thinly slice. This is going to give us a nice, beautiful color, as well as just a nice sort of spicy, bright bite in our salad. Now I'm going to do some basil. I think this is probably the secret ingredient of this dish. It kind of gives it the characteristic of summer. If you've ever grown basil in your garden, you know that this is a very, very sort of invasive, resilient herb that you can grow. So if you've got tons of it, now you know another thing to do with it. Bunch it all together and just come through and try and get as thin of a slice as I possibly can, regrouping that bunch as I go along. It helps to have a sharp knife here. Okay, just got a little bit of there. I'm gonna mix this into my iceberg lettuce. You can really use any sort of herb you like. Basil is just the epitome of summer for me, so that's what I like to use for this one. All right, so now that we've got all of our vegetables pretty much prepped, let's take a look at the shrimp. The rub has really darkened up in color. It's hydrated as well as onto the corn. And my grill is ripping hot, so let's get it going. We've got our divide and conquer system here. I've got a lower grate and a higher grate. I don't necessarily have a indirect or a direct zone necessarily. We're all kind of evenly spaced with our coal bed. So we're just going to take it a little bit easier on the shrimp. We're basically just looking to cook that through and then just give the corn some nice char. All right, let's see how we're doing. Our shrimp is looking good. Pretty much halfway there. I had the door closed for about a minute. We're starting to get some nice grill marks, some nice char on there. Oh yeah, that's great. Yum. All right, let's give it another minute. When you're cooking shrimp, one way to kind of tell how far it's gone is by looking at the sort of the head and seeing if it's still translucent in the center at all. And this is pretty much there. I'm gonna give it just another minute, I think, wouldn't hurt. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the corn and maybe move the shrimp down just to get that nice little extra kiss of char before I pull it. All right. Let's go ahead and pull these. I think they're cooked all the way through. All right, so now that we have pretty much everything grilled, we've got most of our vegetables chopped up, we're ready to make the dressing. Now, I'm not gonna fluff the dressing. We're not going to make it from scratch today. We are literally going to be mixing barbecue sauce with ranch dressing, AKA America sauce. So I'm gonna just use my favorite brand of ranch, and I'm gonna use today Tar Heel Tang from Plowboys. This one's really great. It's a vinegar-based barbecue sauce, so it has that tangy sweetness, and it has just a lower sugar content than a lot of other barbecue sauces out there, which is kind of why I like it in place of some of the sweeter ones. So let's just put it together. All right, so you can kind of play around with proportions, but I think I'm just gonna go for like kind of a half and half situation. And we'll just mix this together. Now, if you wanna make your own, ranch dressing from scratch, feel free to do that. Chef Tom's got a really great one he did not too long ago. I kind of like my dressing a little creamier, so I'm gonna add a little more. And make sure to give it a taste. Yep, it's creamy, it's bright, it's got all of that pepperiness coming from the ranch and the Tar Heel Tang. I think it's great. It's got a good consistency. Feel free to play around with it if you need to add a touch of salt or some fresh cracked pepper, or even just some fresh chives to kind of give it more herbaceousness. Feel free to do so. So I've got my fresh iceberg lettuce. Next, I'm going to get the kernels off each cob here. And we'll just throw that right in to each salad getting their own cob of corn. All right, next we're gonna do some red onion, as much or as little as you like. And then we'll get some of our fresh sliced cherry tomatoes into the mix of things. Guys, this is starting to look really good. And now we've got some radishes. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, everybody's gonna be eating healthy today. All right, we're gonna keep the veggie train moving and get some fresh avocado in the mix of things. And now for some dressing. Get it all mingling nicely. Okay, now for the main attraction, the shrimp. Let's get that on there, looking pretty. Let's see, I got 6, 7 shrimp there. This smells incredible. It's like the epitome of summer barbecue. Last but not least, a little wedge of lime to serve. Right before eating, you'll squeeze that lime on there. And just for a nice little presentation, let's go ahead and add a little more basil, kind of bring the green back up to the top. I'm not quite even sure where to start, so I'm gonna just kind of get some vegetables mixing in with the dressing here, and then I'll get a bite of shrimp after I get my bite of vegetables first. Okay. Come on, girl. There we go. Okay. There's so much going on. You get the nice textural components from all the different vegetables. You get sweet from the corn. It kind of ties everything together. You get the herbaceousness from the basil. You get a nice spicy, meaty flavor out of the shrimp. This recipe could easily work with chicken too, so don't feel put off by the shrimp if it's not your thing. But this is like summer in a bowl. It's amazing. Well, I hope you guys get the chance to make this awesome salad. Thanks for joining me today while I show you how to do it on the Kamado Joe. If you need to check out any of the flavors we used today, head on over to atbbq.com/sauce to see the full recipe. And if you need to check out any of the other grills, accessories that you need, check out atbbq.com. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.